Welcome to Planning Ahead with CMS.
We are excited to be back with a brand new series on highways. The concept of a highway is widely misunderstood. Its dictionary definition leads people to assume that a highway can only be a major road which connects towns and cities. So if a highway isn't just a main road, what is it? It is any route over which a member of the public can use to access and pass and repass, and also over which the public has a right to pass and repass. There are lots of different types of highway, including those created under common law and those created under statute. In common law, there are three key types. Firstly, footpaths. Secondly, bridleways, which are used by horses and bikes. And lastly, carriageways, which can be used for motorised vehicles. Under statute, there are other categories of highways, including roads, restricted byways, and boats. A boat is a byway open to all traffic. There's also cycle lanes, permissive paths, and public paths. Given that there's such a wide range of highways, you might be wondering how a highway is created. So, highways can be created by statute as a result of construction by the government, or by an agreement where a developer will construct a road and then the road is declared as a highway subsequently. A highway can also be created by declaration, where a local highway authority can declare a street that already exists to be a highway after executing works on it. And finally, highways can be created by order. If a new footpath or bridleway is needed, a public path creation order can be made, or PPCO. Highways can also be created at the common law, and this is usually by dedication by the landowner and acceptance by the highways authority. Dedication can be express, where the landowner serves the authority with a notice of its intention to dedicate a road or a footpath as highway maintainable at the public expense. Alternatively, dedication can be presumed. So this is where access has been enjoyed as of right and without interruption for at least 20 years. However, there are a few complexities to this, so it's really important that you get advice before relying on the assumption that something is a highway. So, highways can be publicly maintainable, privately maintainable, or, and this is a bit unfortunate, maintainable by no one at all. Importantly, when a highway is publicly maintainable, only the surface extending to the soil beneath the highway is highway, and the airspace above. This includes all the materials and scrapings, and these vest in the local highway authority and are part of the public highway. This is otherwise known as the top two tiers rule. You might hear that bandied around. And land ownership doesn't automatically change if a former path or piece of land becomes a highway. You can't make any assumption about something that is a highway being local authority owned. This is particularly important if it stops being a highway at some point. If a highway is not publicly maintainable, the surface and subsoil still vest in the landowner and will be maintainable at the expense of the landowner. But the landlord will not enjoy enhanced rights over the highway. His rights won't be any greater than those of the public who use it. So, if land was acquired for a local authority so that they could construct a new highway, then the whole extent of the highway will usually be expressly set out by the local authority. However, when this is not the case and the highway has been in existence for a long time, it's important to consider the impact that this might have on property rights. The lateral extent of the highway is presumed to be the physical extent of the original dedication or agreement through the establishment by usage of the right of passage over a given width of land. The vertical extent, on the other hand, would be the necessary section to enable the public to pass and repass, taking into consideration the land required for the maintenance and to accommodate statutory undertakers' apparatus, so like gas pipes and wires and things. This can mean that there are different depths for different carriageways. For example, an unmade footpath will be much shallower than a main road. A highway continues to exist even if it's not been used for many years, or it has been blocked, or it's no longer apparent from the surface of the ground. This means that if there's a highway on your land, it remains a public right-of-way until it either physically completely ceases to exist or it's closed by a stopping up or diversion order. This process is subject to strict rules and can be a significant task for a landowner who may wish to develop something on their land. Tune in to our next episode of Planning Ahead with CMS, where we will discuss how a highway is stopped up and the impact that will have on property rights in the land.